Hello, garden people. Susie and I are sitting out here in the rain. It's a Sunday afternoon, and I was in the house and I suddenly realized that a big project is going to start tomorrow morning, really early. And I hadn't done any filming about the before part. So we decided to come out in the rain and show you what's going to be happening. We're standing here in front of this very large old barn foundation. And this used to be, at some point in our house's history, used to be a massive barn. It was long gone before we bought the house, and actually before the previous owners bought the house some 35 years ago. And there was actually a small little half barn kind of right in this area here that we ended up taking down a couple years ago after we built our big barn behind the house. And I have a video of that I will include here. That got taken down, and it left this open space with a beautiful old granite foundation. And it's such a big part of the history of this property. We didn't want to take it down or destroy it in any way. So I thought about ways that we could kind of highlight this space. And after living here a while, we figured out that there's actually a spring that comes out this corner here in the springtime, in March, April, May, and it travels this way, and right about here, and I'll show a picture. Right about here, it pools and forms a little pond, I guess, which drains away, and it drains away across this little road that we have here into the pasture. And so that got me thinking that this would be a fabulous place for a pond garden. So let me show you what I'm thinking. So here in the corner is where the spring comes out, and it probably comes down the hill. We have a number of springs here on the property that pop up in the springtime. And so somewhere in here, a spring pops out in the springtime. And you can actually see water running through here, through this area, and through these flat rocks. It kind of percolates, and then it's hard to see now, but there's actually a little bit of a depression right there. That seems to be, to me, the perfect spot for a pond. It will have this spring kind of leading into it in the springtime, but once that dries up, it'll be deep enough and we can add water to it that we can maintain a pond. And then on either side of the pond, like here, we'll build up a berm of good soil. And then in this corner here, there's actually a little jog of stone here. In this corner, we'll do the same thing. We'll build up a berm of soil along here and basically just plant both sides and all around the pond. Right now these walls are lined with all kinds of weeds, goldenrod and nettles and burdock and all kinds of stuff. So, I'll have to clean that out close to the walls. But a friend of mine is coming tomorrow morning with his excavator, and he's going to clean all this out, scrape it right out, all the grass, all the weeds. We honestly don't know what we're going to find under this soil. Hopefully there's enough soil to make something you know, worth doing here, and hopefully we're able to dig deeply enough in that center section in order to make a small pond. But yeah, so he's going to clean that all out and dig us a little pond, and then my work begins. I'll get a pond liner, and I got to get a lot of dirt brought in, a lot of good compost and topsoil planting bed mix, and build up the soil around the pond. And also we have to do a little rock arranging, primarily in this corner here where the spring comes out of the corner right there. We'll do a little bit of a rock arrangement to complement the spring. And yeah, so I've just, I think, bitten off probably more than I can chew, but you know, why wait? I've been thinking about this for a few years and, you know, wondering when the right time would be, and I think now is the right time. Why not? So, yeah, so I'm gonna keep this video as record of what this place looked like before, and then we'll continue to video episodes as the pond area develops. And you know, hopefully you'll get to see the progression of this over the course of the fall here. We probably won't plant too much this year. It'll be mainly just setting it up, digging the pond, getting it lined, and then building up the berms on either side of it in order to prep it for spring. And then come spring, I'll do a lot more planting and you know, perfecting of the pond and the surrounding area. But yeah, so very exciting. We're so excited about this. And then I think I mentioned in a previous video, there's the greenhouse behind. We had planned to line that ledge there with some planters so that people don't fall off that ledge from the greenhouse pad there. So those plantings in that planter will, within those planters, will complement whatever's in this garden. So you'll be able to see it from this garden. And then this section here, above the wall next to the carport, there's a little staircase right there. This will also be planted above. I'm envisioning a berm of some sort with pretty shrubbery to also prevent people from walking off the edge and falling in, but to complement the plantings down here. So another big project, lots to do, but I can't wait to show you. This is going to be a really, really exciting project. So let's get going on this.